Hello, my name is NayKilla. My student ID number is 332400104, and I would like to present my mini research titled Linguistic Study of Indonesian English Code Mixing in Selected Lyrics of Kasih Aba Aba by NayKilla, Tenxi, and Jemsii. In this presentation, I will explain the background, research question, theoretical framework, analysis, and conclusion related to the use of Indonesian English code mixing in the song lyrics. In the background of this study, linguistics is understood as the scientific study of language, including both its formal structure and how it is used in social and cultural contexts. Song lyrics can be analyzed linguistically to see their style, meaning, and social context, and they can also reflect identity and social relation as mentioned by Nabila et al. 2025. This research is in the field of sociolinguistics and focuses on Indonesian English code mixing in song lyrics. Here, code mixing is seen as a language strategy that reflects identity, social group, and communicative goals. It is the use of two or more languages in the same sentence or discourse, and as Saragi et al. 2024 note, it has become a trend among youngsters and social media users to express identity and keep up with social and cultural change. So there are two research questions in this study. The first one focuses on the types of code mixing in the lyrics, and the second one focuses on how code mixing affects the meaning and interpretation of the song in terms of communication and cultural expression. In this research, the object of the study is the lyrics of the song Kasih Aba Aba. I chose this song because its lyrics represent the current trend of Indonesian English code mixing in Indonesian popular music. In my analysis, I examined the lyrics textually and analyzed them using a linguistic framework of code mixing. The objective of this research are, first, to identify the forms of Indonesian English code mixing that appear in the lyrics of Kasih Aba Aba. Second, to identify and describe the types of code mixing used in the lyrics based on classification in linguistic theory. And third, to analyze the factors that underlie the use of code mixing in this song. The research also has several benefits. It provides a better understanding of how code mixing is used in song lyrics as a form of linguistic creativity. It also increases our insight into how cultural and social factors influence the use of code mixing in popular music. Finally, this study can serve as a reference for future linguistic and cultural research related to language used in modern music. In this study, I used the concept of code mixing as part of the theoretical framework. Code mixing is defined as the blending of two or more languages within a single utterance, and it reflects both creativity and social dynamics in communication, as mentioned by Huda et al. 2025. In digital interaction, especially among university students, Utami and Andaru 2025 explained that code mixing is often used to adapt to the communication context and to express social identity. In the context of song lyrics, code mixing also appears as a form of bilingual expression and linguistic innovation. In this research, I refer to three main types of code mixing: insertion, alternation, and congruent lexicalization. Insertion involves inserting elements from a foreign language into the main language structure. One example from the song Kasih Aba Aba is the phrase "kamu paling bright," where the English word bright is inserted into an Indonesian sentence. Alternation refers to the alternation of language codes at the phrase or clause level. Meanwhile, congruent lexicalization is the mixing of two languages that share similar grammatical structure with the same sentence. On this slide, I present the types of code mixing found in the lyrics of Kasih Aba Aba. As shown in the table, insertion is the most dominant type with 11 cases, or 68.75%. Alternation appears 5 times, or 31.25%, and there is no example of congruent lexicalization. Insertion can be seen in the lines "kamu paling bright" and "dia mau aku atau mau cash." This insertion make the expression stronger and help create a modern style that is attractive for a bilingual audience. Alternation appears in lines such "ini bukan cerpen sis 10 out of 10." Out of 10. Okay, long. Insertion can be seen in lines like "kamu paling bright" and "dia mau aku atau mau cash." This insertion makes the expression stronger and help create a modern style that is attractive for a bilingual audience. Alternation appears in lines such in Ini bukan cerpen, says 10 out of 10, and Go to the Moon, Kita Berdansa, where the language changes at the praise or close level and adds artistic nuance to the song. The absence of congruent lexicalization indicates a more explicit choice of language, which, as Purwati and Wicaksono 2023 explain, reflects a trend of hybrid communication in urban popular music. In conclusion, the phenomenon of chord mixing in the lyrics of Kasih Aba Aba shows a clear connection between socio-cultural change and development of modern language or use in Indonesia. This study suggests that the use of chord mixing in song lyrics is not just temporary trend but actually reflects more complex communication strategies in bilingual communities as stated by Nasrullah et al. 2023. That is the end of my presentation about Indonesian English chord mixing in the lyrics of Kasih Aba Aba. Thank you for your attention.